thin mic where you could like point it this way and the noise would be softer. You point it this way, it's louder, and that way you could source it. Maybe it could be coming from the air. It could be coming from under the ground. It could be coming from a single source. It could literally be coming from in my head. But the only reason I bring it up is because I never heard such noises until last August. And then it was off and on. And then I didn't hear it much through the winter, but then it crept in a couple of days ago. So I kind of wonder. And also, don't forget, the invitation is open for anyone who wants to go to Craggy Gardens on a nice, clear, still night. I definitely want to go with you to look for UFOs.
Okay, because I'm wondering if when you go to Craggy Garden, I want you to pay attention to let us know if you hear it at Craggy Garden.
Oh, yeah, I'll be listening for the noise when I'm there.
Right.
When I was there in the 80s, I didn't notice it. But that was way back when.
Well,
this only crept until, last August onwards. The only time I ever heard it in my whole life, pretty much.
Is it a certain time of day or night that you hear it, or throughout the whole day?
I'm glad you brought that up, because it almost goes 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, you hear it like 1, 2 in the morning. Because
the neighbors hear the sound?
No, it's barely detectable. Literally,
I would be
barely
detectable. If I were the only one that was hearing
my friend who was with me, he heard it too, but only every once in a while.
Well, now you don't think it could be a heat pump from a block down the street?
Possibly, it could be like a heat pump from far away.
There's a lot of those heat pumps.
There's a lot of heat pumps around it. Maybe on
and they do have that sound
from like a block or so away, but then again, just the noise sounded so darn similar over such a wide range of locations.
Well, like I say, there's a lot of heat pumps out there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it might be that, or it might be something else.
You'll get up to Craggy Gardens and you'll go, oh, it's up here, and we'll find it's the heat pump at the ranger station.
It's a heat pump at Craggy Gardens.
I forgot to put something out up there.
Let me get the soapbox for 15 seconds.
Yeah, come on.
Mount Dungeon, local Asheville underground music, Thursdays 11 p.m. This channel. Okay, I'm done.
All right,
cool.
You're watching the Mad Scientist Tea Party experiment in live television, and we want to be sure and remember things are a lot more like they are now than they ever have been. All right, on with the show.
We have about 3 minutes, Dr. John.
Yeah.
About 3 minutes. Okay, it could be heat pumps that I'm hearing, but it could be something else. We'll see what happens. We'll try to investigate over time. I'm trying to think what else is.
When are you going to Craggy? Have you got a date set for your Craggy Gardens, or just?
It has to be no. You can't set a date in advance because it's all weather related. You want it good and clear skies, and you want it nice and calm winds.
Well, you have my phone.
That's night to go.
Well, you have my phone number.
Yeah, I do.
So
if you're open to it, you're right on the way. Literally, I could pick you up on my way out.
I would suggest that you get in contact with Joshua Warren.
Now,
he does a radio show on WWNC. He goes up there sometimes, and he does searching for UFO and other issues.
Oh,
his name's Joshua.
Have you seen?
Someone else is interested in this phenomenon too. I'm like,
have you seen UFOs? Have you seen UFOs?
I only saw them 20 years ago at one occurrence.
Right.
So it's like a 20th anniversary reunion.
Right.
And of course, it was only a sighting, but it was a decent one. I described it last time we were.
I saw one. It was either 1979 or 80, right in that period, and it was. But the one we saw was very close. As close or closer than from here to the street.
Gee, so that's pretty.
We know pretty much.
So was that locally here in the Asheville area, or where's that?
No, this was in Miami. This was in Coconut Grove. If you look at if it just happens that if you look at a map of that includes the Bermuda Triangle, if you notice where the Bermuda Triangle, where the westernmost corner of the Bermuda Triangle touches land, that's where we were standing.
Oh, that's where it was. I see what you're saying. Yeah, right on the corner of it. All right. Well, that's quite interesting indeed. Oh, wait, what's your time situation? What, about a minute?
We have about
About a minute. I'm just staring at the monitor and waiting to see us when we go on.
Okay, let's see.
So did you come in and turn in programs tonight, Casey?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I came literally just for you all. However, everybody should remember, of course, there is a concert tonight.
Tell us.
A Widespread Panic
what?
at the Asheville Civic Center. I don't know if I'm gonna go.
Oh, the cops are going to be searching everybody really, really hard. Who is it? Mum Power guy is going to be there.
Power,
Oh,
I
said
know.
said he's going to be there. So be there and meet with your what is his position?
City councilman.
City council. Meet with
Yeah.
your city councilman and
then
discuss issues with him.
discuss
He's gonna,
issues of concerts
he's gonna be
with
there.
them.
Just real
Yeah.
quick. Those officers that work at those events are paid off-duty hours. They're paid by the Civic Center. So whenever he came there the last time, they were all grouped up out front. They weren't really in the crowds, or they weren't in the bathrooms. Basically, they don't want to.
Hello and welcome to the Asheville Global Report. I'm Annabelle Peavy.
And I'm Eamon Martin.
The Asheville Global Report can now be seen throughout the week on cable access channels in Asheville, Chapel Hill, and Raleigh, as well as on the Dish Network on Free Speech TV.
This week saw hundreds of thousands of Iraqi citizens demonstrating across the country to protest the U.S. occupation of Iraq as violence continues to grow 4 years after the fall of Saddam Hussein.
We'll also hear reports on the worsening conditions at the Guantanamo Bay prison, as well as from critics ranging from Jesuit priests to members of the British Parliament, who condemn the U.S.